fighting PTSD. Do you know what PTSD is? Are you a veteran? Did you serve? Are you a family member of a veteran? Maybe a friend of a veteran? It is nearly impossible to understand what a veteran goes through. From day one, they are a changed human being. They go through so much. It is impossible to understand a veteran. The closest thing you can do is to try to understand them and respect them. Guys, my name is Captain James Vinton. I'm an Honorable Navy veteran. I'm a licensed Coast Guard captain. I love serving my country, but I came back with PTSD, and I had no idea what that word was. And when he told me I had it, I got pissed off. And for years, I self-destructed. Nowadays, people know what PTSD is. But still, when you serve and you come out, you don't know you have it. You self-destruct, and then one day you get help, hopefully. One day somebody helps you. But guys, it's important to understand a veteran because they serve the country so we all can live this beautiful life free. And they continue to do so. Right now, there's men and women overseas right now protecting our country. At all times, it doesn't matter if there's a war or not. There's always something going on, and they're protecting us from the bad guys so we can live here free. This is a free country. And free, to me, means a lot. Freedom to a veteran means a lot. Freedom to a family member of a service member means a lot. I want it to mean a lot to you as well. It's hard to understand a veteran. But today, guys, I want to talk about fighting PTSD and what a veteran goes through. Day one boot camp. You had no idea what was about to hit you, but it's going to hit you. And within a few days, you're different. By the end of boot camp, you're going to change the rest of your life. The military breaks a man or woman down and builds them back up, and they're a soldier the rest of their life. They're changed the rest of their entire lives from their service. Understanding what a man or woman goes through in the military, we go through so much. It is too hard to understand. If you're a family member of a service member, you have a great understanding of it. But to really understand, you had to serve. We go through so much. And guys, I kind of want to talk about today. I made a fancy board. Fighting PTSD. What a service member goes through. There's a lot to it. A lot of things they go through. Let's jump into my board. Let me talk about things they go through, okay? First of all, let me go to this little list. In the military, no days off. There's no days off in the military. That sticks out to me because I remember back in the military, there's never a day off. Even when you're off, you're ready to go again. Your days off are far in between. You never know when you're going to have a day off. You could be training for 3 months straight or 6 months straight, and then you might get a day off. It's like, that's really not a day off. You never get a day off. You're locked in. And even on your days off, let me say this, you're under so many rules and restrictions, you're not off. You're not free. You really aren't. So when you're in the military, you're locked in every single day. And what does that do to the brain? It changes you forever. Right there from the get-go, your brain is changing. And how do you deal with that when you get out? It's all the things that are going to change you, and that's one of them. The next one is, okay, this one was huge when I was in the military, okay? You're not allowed to ever be late. Ever. Ever be late. And what does that do to you? I see people late to work all the time, late to meetings. 15 minutes early is on time. If you get there on time, you're late. And a minute late is really late. You can never be late in the military. So what does that do to the brain? It structures it. It changes it. I mean, most people in this world are late. They have every excuse in the world. There are zero excuses in the military. There's not, there was an accident or whatever. No, there's zero excuses. Zero excuses. So how do you live your life by zero excuses? It changes your brain. It changes who you are. No excuses. You always have to be on time. And I know most of you are listening going, well, I mean, can you be late every once in a while? What if something happens to a family member? No, never late, no matter what. It's embedded into your skin. So you're always ready for quarters, meaning right there, the start of the day. And if you're on the base, well, it's differently. You're not going to be out anywhere still. No matter what you did the night before, whatever happened, you can never be late. And that changes the brain. All right. Next one. You're always taking orders. Always. There's an order for everything. I asked to use the bathroom about 1,000 times in the military, 10,000 times. Like, there's always an order for everything. Always being ordered. And it's not, you can't talk back. It's yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, chief, no, chief. Yes, petty officer, no, petty officer. It's yes, and you do it. There's orders. There's no arguing the order. There's no I want to give my feedback in the order. No, you just do it, no matter what it is. So what does that do to the brain? Years and years and years giving orders, and you get out of the military. It's all these things are changing the brain. Okay, they're all changing the brain. That's why most service members come out of the military with some kind of problem, okay? Because all these things. All right. Rules. Wow, rules. There's a rule for everything. You're always controlled, okay? Talk about controlling people. No one likes a controlling person. Well, in the military, you are controlled 24/7. And you're going to, yes, sir, no, sir. You're going to listen to those controlling rules. That's it. You are under rules. That's why you never have a day off. There's a rule for everything, and you're going to follow the rules. You are not going to break them. You don't want to be the person who breaks them, and you want to be a good soldier, right? You want to be squared away. So there's a rule for everything, and that's a difficult thing. Like, and I actually now I'm changed forever. I think there's supposed to be rules for everything, but there's not supposed to be. But it's different. It changes you. All right, guys. This is what I talk about because this causes problems. Vaccines. You're given so many vaccines in the military. What is that going to cause in the body, in the brain, right? What's it going to cause you? It's going to cause you a lot. It's going to cause mental health problems, for sure. Health problems. They gave you a vaccine for everything. They give you a vaccine when you're hit by chemical warfare. Well, anywhere in the vicinity, well, you're going to inject something, keep yourself alive. And all these things I went through. Vaccines, they change the brain over time. There's super side effects to these vaccines, and the military doesn't talk about it, and you guys don't know about it. That's another thing a soldier goes through. A person who served in the military, they had a lot of vaccines, and so they might have a lot of issues because of that. Training. You're consistently training in the military for everything, and you train over and over and over again. And in that training, unfortunately, men and women lose their lives or get really hurt. Happens all the time. Training is dangerous. The machinery we got in the military, the equipment we got in the military, you see the most powerful things in the military. You'll never understand it, but it is organized chaos, and it is very powerful and a lot of dangerous things, right? So training is not only dangerous, it's hard on the body, it's hard on the brain, and unfortunately, a lot of people get hurt, and they lose their lives from training because it's not easy. This is why it's the military. So you got to be cautious. You always got to think about a veteran and what they've gone through. They're constantly training, and right now, as people in the military right now, they're training over and over again. And what is that doing to their bodies and to their brains? Especially when they see a buddy go down, or a buddy get hurt real bad, or a sister get hurt real bad. It changes. It starts to change you. You see some pretty awful things in the military, but that's part of being in the military, right? Training is a huge part of the military. It's the biggest part of the military because you're always training. Because missions are far in between. Training happens every single day, and it's dangerous. Okay, it's dangerous. You're a lot around equipment, around weapons, and things happen, unfortunately. That's part of it. You got to get into it. You got to really train like they're in a mission in order to complete the mission. And that's tough on our soldiers. So training, another big part of why a veteran's brain changes. You got out of the military and you're used to training 24/7. What does that do to the brain? And once again, change human being. All right, action. When it hits. And that action is organized chaos, or it's chaos. And How many times did action things happen while in the military? Even in training, action, just the most powerful things you think of happening, and it's wearing on the brain over all those action moments wearing on the brain. Life saving. You see lives saved. You save lives in the military. And what does that do to the brain? We're talking about PTSD, we're fighting PTSD, and all these things, training, life saving, all these events. See, in a civilian world, a civilian might have PTSD and might have gone through one tragic event, which I'm so sorry you went through that. But in the military, you're constantly going through a lot of events, training, life saving, missions. Okay, we all have a mission, and I don't know what your mission is, but you're part of that mission. No matter what job you have, you're a part of that mission, and you're always ready for that mission. Okay, and if you're serving the military, they're going to go overseas somewhere, and they're going to protect our country, and they they can be called on at any given moment for a mission, and that mission might be a day, a couple hours, a couple weeks, a couple months. You never know. And it can be missions over and over and over again. And what is that doing to our military men and women? It's doing a lot to them. They're ready for that mission. And in those missions, things happen and they go through a lot. And that's restructuring the brain. So we're going through training, life-saving, missions, combat. Okay? What is that going to do to our brothers and sisters who served in all those combat situations? What happens in those situations? A lot happens in those situations. We don't need to talk about that. What we need to say is God bless all military men and women who have served and been in combat situations, who are still in those situations. And war has changed now with drones and everything. That's just pretty nuts. You will always pray for our soldiers out there, okay? Our men and women out there, always pray for them. What combat does to a fellow service member is a lot. And now, like I said, all the other things, training, life-saving, all the things, vaccines, all the things they've gone through, and now they got to go to combat. Understanding PTSD, fighting PTSD. These are all these things they're going through mentally. It's a breakdown, okay? Like I said, if you're a civilian, you don't go through all these things, okay? And we have some, and listen, what you go through as a civilian, that matters. We're talking about military servicemen and women, and they go through so much. High alert, missions, sacrifice, paying the ultimate sacrifice for our country, and God bless all who have. That's tough. That's tough on their brothers and sisters who their brother and sisters went down, their family members, their family member of a service member, and they went and served the country honorably, and they're never going to come home, and that is tough. That is tough on everybody that served it, because when you serve the military, you are brothers and sisters for life. You are connected the rest of your life. It's a brotherhood like no other. You'll never understand it, and I'm thankful for it. But if you lose somebody, that was a brother or sister you lost, you got to deal with that with the rest of your life, and that's a hard thing to deal with. So on top of all the other things you go through, understanding fighting PTSD, you got to jump on sacrifice, losing a brother or sister. And you see all these things they're going through? This is why it's hard to understand a service member, all the things they go through. Operations. There's different operations going on all over the world, and you're always training for them and going through them. Once again, that is tough on the brain. Although when you serve, you're ready for it, right? You're honorable. That's what you serve. That's what you're serving for. You're born with that thing in your gut. Like, I'm going to serve my country, and God bless you for doing that. But now those operations and those missions and those combat situations, those sacrifices, the training missions, the life savings is wearing on the brain. That's why when you get out, you're never the same person. Couple key words, okay? Attention to detail. I love this word. And if you serve in the military, I love this word. Meaning everything is spot on. From your the creasing your clothes, to your bed being made, to your shoes, to how you stand, to how you answer, to how you talk, to how you deal with your weapon, how you deal with other people, how you deal with your equipment. Everything is spot on. Attention to detail is a big time word. When you got that, when you have to, and when everything has to be attention detailed, everything you do, I mean, from eating, setting your fork and spoon down, has to be a certain way. It's attention to detail, and that wears on the brain as well. That's another thing. It's a big word in the military because we're spot on with everything. So when we get out, life's not like that. It's hard to adjust. It changes you. Service, no matter how many years you served, you're an honorable veteran. God bless you, men and women. And your service has done so much to your brain. And you don't realize it. Like I said, I didn't realize it. I self-destructed. And then when somebody told me I had PTSD, I got really mad at them. We don't like the. If you have PTSD, you don't like that word. I don't like that word. And your service, you served honorably. And we love we served. But this is something we're left with. Heroes are brave and they're selfless. They're not mean people, they're we people. They put their country before them. They put their family before them. They put their brothers and sisters before themselves. They are selfless. If they made their ultimate sacrifice, they're the reason why we're free, and God bless them. They're the heroes in this world. So guys, this is my board. Fighting PTSD. I hope what I said makes sense. I hope you understand our military men and women more. But guys, I'm going to touch on one more thing. I'm talking about PTSD, fighting PTSD. Because I suffer from PTSD. I self-destructed for over 20 years. And finally I got help. But I still suffer from it. I was on 7 medications to get through my days and my nights. Nightmares controlled my every single day. Nightmares, you can't escape nightmares. And I could not. And then one day, guys, I was introduced to a technology from 2 veterans. One served during Korea, one during Vietnam, and they said, you know what? This technology works, and they're off all our medications, and they looked healthy. So, guys, I had to try it. I'm like, you know what? I'll try anything, because I was done with it. The medications were just killing me. The side effects were killing me. Like, I was just, my health was going downhill. So I tried it. And after 7 months of using this technology, I reduced all my medications. I was changing, and it's unbelievable. I'm at a 1.5 years now, and I'm a completely changed person. I will say this, okay, guys? PTSD no longer controls me. I control my PTSD. And when I have those bad moments, I'm in control now. When I have that nightmare, I'm in control now. That's what this technology has done for me. It is called LifeWave. LifeWave was made in the good old USA, and it started actually with our Navy SEALs. Go Navy. LifeWave is a wearable technology, okay? It's advanced technology. We're used to taking medications which cause side effects, and all these vaccines in the military causing side effects. Right? Injecting testosterone causes side effects. Yeah, all those pills we're taking, it's a Band-Aid. But if you're, like myself, a veteran, those medications are controlling your day. They're not fixing the PTSD. They don't fix the PTSD. And I found something that's helped me get off all my medications. Reduced all of them, okay? And that's why I want to share this with you guys. I love all veterans. I love you guys, and you guys serve honorably. And you guys, I hope I can share this with you and teach you about this, because it helped me, and it could really help you. Those 2 veterans I met, they were medication free, and it helped them. And it's helped so many others. It's a wearable technology. You put it on, and it allows your body to function younger. What it does is put it on your body, and it activates cells your body doesn't make. This one right here activates your GHKCU. It's a very powerful peptide in the body. You stop making it as you age. By 30, you're at half speed. By 60, you're not really making it no more. This also activates your GHK, which puts your stem cells to work. And stem cells are everything in the body. Okay, we stop making stem cells when we're young. Your body's full of them. By 30, you have half left. So you can't really regenerate the body. So when you get out of the military and the brain's all broken down, you can't really fix it because you don't have the cells to fix it. You're no longer a young man no more. Okay, you're in the mid-20s, maybe you're in the 30s, 40s. Doesn't matter if you're mid-20s. Your brain is broken down. normal stem cells you were born with, you don't have no more. This activates the peptides that activates those stem cells, and you start to repair from the inside out. Now, if you're a veteran listening right now, or a family member of a veteran, you need help, contact me. Because how I'm going to help them, everybody's different. But I wore a few patches. Each patch from this technology activates another peptide, allowing your body to work like it's younger again and repair. This is not a short-term fix, guys. This is a long-term fix. Month 7 is when I reduced all my medications, by month 7. And since then, I've not been on many medications. I could not sleep without medications, guys. It took 3 medications for me to sleep, and I still had nightmares, and I still woke up. And now, guys, I sleep without any medications, which is incredible. During the day, no medications. I'm getting through my days with no medications, and I'm healthier, all because I'm wearing this technology, all because I listen to those good veterans. And I will talk to you guys about the technology if you reach out to me, and I'm gonna help you guys. I gotta educate you guys on it. But really, it helped me, guys, and it can really help you. So, guys, thanks for listening to my presentation again today about on fighting PTSD. I know I went everywhere with it, but I hope you really understand a service man and woman now. And God bless all who served.